Ashe family, it's Edwin Rose, Armand Rose. I always bring you guys a truth, man. So I know I haven't been on here a lot, man. So we're just gonna do a little recap of bullshit that I've seen and where I'm going, where I'm headed, where we're going, where we're headed. But first off, sending everybody positive energy, positive vibes. I do this because I love y'all. I want to send a special shout out to my man, Mr. Levi Hatcher. Um, I'm just now diving into this one, but I want to send a shout out. I heard he's not doing good, um, and it's a prime example of what I was telling you guys prior to you know him getting off of Facebook and being sick. Is that we need to come together. At the end of this video, I want you guys to understand none of this shit matters if we don't come together. None of this shit matters if we don't do something for us, if we don't build for us, if we don't create something for us, none of this shit matters. So salute to the Hatcher family and Levi and all his children, his family. I never met, like I said, he was gone from Gina long before I was even born. So salute to the man, and like I said, Facebook is the internet, the technology we have is a blessing and a curse because I got to know him. Um, I wouldn't say intimately, but I got to know him on a deeper level because we've had some great, 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 great conversations on Facebook. Um, and he was one of those guys that was open, even though the things that I was saying went against his beliefs. But like I told him, I'm like, you're from where I'm from. We're from the same small town. Our beliefs were the same. We grew up the same. We were forced to believe the same thing. We were told to do the same things. It just never set right with me. And we've had some awesome. I mean, that's why I was like, "Where's my man at? What's going on?" So, like I said, I wish him and send positive energy for him, a speedy recovery. Hopefully, he's doing well. Um, Other than that, family, let's dive into it. So, I am definitely elated that more and more people are awakening. But I want you guys to understand just because you find some information or you find out something is a lie, this journey, this awakening journey, there's levels. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. There's thousands of levels. So wherever you started is not where you're gonna be at next year. Wherever you're at the end of the year is not where you're gonna be at 6 months from now. There's levels to this shit, family. And like I said, once you focus on something and you dissect it, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Um, I- and and I had a lot of people inbox me. Um, there's a lot of things I don't talk about, family, because here's the deal: what does it matter? Okay, so flat Earth people, everybody wants to say we're in a flat Earth, we're in a dome, we're encased in this, we're encased in ice, and I've given you guys my thought process of this. I told y'all that I believe. Now, this is just some of the research and some of the things that I've studied. I believe the Earth is 10 times bigger than what it is, and yes, we are encapsulated in a small section of the Earth. There's other continents out there that we don't know of. Okay, now how I came to that conclusion is some of these explorers that have actually went past the ice cap and drew other continents and had maps of other continents. So I believe that we are in a bubble. We're in a dome. If you want to say we're in a dome, whatever the case may be. But the mass of the land is 10 times bigger than what we think. Or maybe even 100, maybe even 1,000, 10,000 times bigger than what it is. But I do believe that there's other levels to Earth. There's other zones to Earth. I do believe right here on this planet, like let's put it this way: there's other dimensions on right here on Earth. So we'll see. But here's the deal: we don't have proof of none of this shit. So what the fuck does it matter? Why would I? Okay, so why would I sit here and read books and read books and read books and read books and read all this information on why we were created, on trying to find out if the earth is flat or dome? Let me ask you this. So something or somebody had to encapsulate us in this dome, right? So those things have been hidden from us, right? So what do you think is going to happen if you discover that we're in a dome, that you discover that we're AKA a slave planet, AKA in the slave dimension? What do you think is going to happen? You think the overseers of this world will say, okay, that's fine, they know this, let's let them be? Or do you think they'll say, oh well, shit, let's wipe these motherfuckers out and start over? That way we don't have these people waking up. See, once again, so what did I say in the beginning of the video? None of this shit matters until we come together and we join as one. Um, I, you guys are starting to understand that they put hidden messages in movies. They tell you what they're doing. They'll tell you that they're doing this and they're doing this and they're doing that. Okay, I've always tried to show you this movie. I've always tried to show you Planet of the Apes. And then when Caesar breaks the stick, he said, "Ape alone, weak." Boom. Then he puts 5 or 6 sticks together, and he said, "Apes together," and he couldn't break it. He said, "Strong." Once again, it doesn't matter. None of this shit matters, family, unless we come together. Because you guys waking up and we're still separated. It's easy pickings. It's easy for me to pick off you. It's easy for me to pick off this person. It's easy for me to shut this person down. But if we have our own stuff, if we had our own facilities, if we had our own combine and compound, I shouldn't say combine, if we had our own compound, our own military, our own land to farm, our own land to live, it will be harder for them to pick us off individually because we would have our protection of our military. We have to protect each other. I said this the other day and I got 3 inboxes. I said that maybe 2 days ago. I made a post. I said, fellas, the Roe versus Wade shit, right? And I said, you guys, and a lot of people are waking up to this bullshit. They see that these rapists and pedophiles that run this country really don't give up. They don't care about the women right now. And I've told y'all, it's not going to matter about color. It's about classism now. All this ism bullshit that y'all seem to be diving into and don't really understand what you're diving into is all this separatism shit. What the classism is the poor, middle class, and wealthy. So middle class doesn't really matter because the middle class is eventually going to be poor. The way they're doing things right now, I'm a middle class dude. Eventually, I'm gonna be a poor dude, and technically, I'm poor. let me miss 2 weeks, or let me miss a month, and we'll be struggling. So there's really no middle class because a middle class person has to get up and hump harder than the poor class. That's what y'all don't understand. The middle class is the working class. The middle class is the class that's really the ones out there that's doing everything. But it's not about that. I don't want to get into that. So you seeing that the people don't care about your skin color anymore. It's about poor. So this is going to be directed towards the poor class. That if you're raped, if you're part of incest, and rich people gonna benefit from it too. But it's more of the poor than it is the rich. You're talking about 1%. You're talking about 1% people. So the post that I made, I said, black men, start. You're not built to be providers. You're not created to be providers. You're created to be protectors. any and every majority of any and every black man that you know, look at their physical build. Look at majority of the average black man's physical build. Now, like I said, whatever creator you believe in, do you think the creator made us this strong, made us this big, gave us big muscles to get up and go clock in at a 9 to 5? We had a ATM card attached to us at birth, or we had this DNA structure that gave us stronger muscles, faster bodies, more intelligent brains. We were built, we were constructed to protect. We are the originators of all the martial arts. We are the originators of hand to hand combat. We are the originators of protecting ourselves. We have to get back to that. If we don't take care of us, who will? You have everybody out there that's going against us right now. You starting to see once again, you starting to see them tear down the color line and make it a classism thing, which that's what the higher ups do. That's what the one percenters want anyway, because they don't give a fuck about your color right now. Because they don't mess with people of the same color that's poor. They'll give them a bigger opportunity, but they don't mess with them. Come on, man. You can fight your way up, and that's why I tell everybody there's levels to everything. Stop being stop thinking that this is the conversation right here, or this is the conversation because this is where I'm at. Like I saw some, I really wanted to make a post about this. I saw um, scrolling through my timeline, and I saw a young man arguing with the interviewers. He said to them, he was, and this is my opinion. I'm watching it. He was like, "Hey man, I didn't come here for corporate advice from two corporate niggas, you know." And it was like, "What the fuck?" Dude was like, "Man, I ain't no corporate nigga. I'm a boss. I'm a boss." You know, he was like, "Well, I didn't come here for no advice. You guys didn't ask me if I had a platform. You guys didn't ask me this." Which there's a couple of things in there that I had an issue with. So if you're a corporate dude, I can't give you advice. If you out there hustling and you out there selling whatever you're selling, you out there making cookies, you got your own business. I can't give you advice, or vice versa. Once again, now we're into this separatism that since you are a YouTuber and you're on Facebook, you making your money, but you can't listen to somebody that's out there working hard and getting their money too. This is where we at right now. So I'm just curious, how many of us is really making money on YouTube? Once again, is it the majority of us, or is it a 1% situation? See, I already know the answers to this. I want you guys to find out. I want you guys to look up these things. We're not making money like that, family, on these platforms. We're not. You know, I should say this. Some of us are, but the majority of us not. Check this out, man. Y'all want to really talk about some shit. You can have a motherfucker go on YouTube, get the opportunity to have a podcast, just did 20 years in prison, saying the same shit that I be telling young men. But people want to hear from a convict more than they want to hear from somebody that's been doing it right for majority of their life. People want to hear from what was your worst fear in prison? Somebody left you some Tootsie Rolls on your bed, and you was nervous for the whole day. They think that shit is entertaining. I don't get where we are as a people. So we can't communicate. If I'm a corporate man and you're entrepreneur making videos, we can't have a conversation. But we can't. grow and develop something for our own and promote the good people out there that's doing it. You guys will sit here and watch and get exploited by a man, and I've told y'all about, I can't even remember his name now. He does all the little interviews and stuff. I told y'all, don't watch the man, don't go on there, don't fucking, and then he's gotten more popular. Now y'all got this Adam dude. Y'all got this Adam dude that's doing the same thing, that's exploiting the black community, or the situation with the black folks, and he likes to have sex with young women, underage women. It's documented, it slipped out, or he said it, whatever the case may be. But y'all won't gravitate towards someone that's trying to give you game and tell you, hey, the number one thing we need to do as a people is unify. The number two thing we need to do is build a bank, which, in my opinion, would be the casino resort. Okay, we build a casino resort, beautiful, beautiful place. Fuck, we still got the. They was for sale. We still got the Texas and the Fiesta here in Vegas that is hasn't opened since 2020. You mean to tell me we don't have enough money and resources to say, hey man, let's buy that and eventually turn it into something? But no, I'm not even saying that. I'm saying that we should get our money, put it together in a pot, buy some land, build a mega resort, have your poker tournaments, have your NBA All Star games, have your NFL players come up there, have all your people spend their money with us. Have your, I know y'all like this, y'all like all that goofy shit. So your frat parties and all that. Now that money, that revenue from that money, which I told y'all, I've already showed y'all the information. The natives, the so-called Indians, the so-called natives, they making $3.1 billion per small casino. 3.1 billion. We take that money and we buy back the block. We build resources. We build our own communities. We build labs and research labs because now you got this gentleman that finished Tesla's work, and the man has already been poisoned. We bring him to us. We have to protect these people. We have to protect. Now y'all see the shooting all of a sudden, all the information that ex-cop. And see how they do y'all? See how they do us? Now, this man was an ex-cop. He sold out. He sold out. He was a cop. He was a slave catcher. Then he invented something, and then they still felt as though that he was worthless and killed this man. That's what that shooting was about, was to kill that man. Everybody that has created any type of free electricity like that, free power like that, using water. Uh, the gentleman that made water out of air, what happened to him? The other gentleman, the other white man that did the same thing, what happened to him? See, this is what I'm saying. We have to protect our geniuses like that when they come along. We have to swoop them up. And I told y'all, the first thing we do if we build this bank, we buy our land and we build labs and we pay for a military. We got to hire guys to be a military. We have to. We have to get all these military minded people in there, man. Create all the guns you want, create all the technology you want. We need all that shit on our dollar, spending it, doing what we know. And $3.1 billion a year, we could do it. That's what you need, family. Because let's go back to the beginning. You break these ice walls and you find creatures and other subterranean humanoids that don't want to be found. And now you done broke the wall. You done broke the peace treaty. Maybe there's a peace treaty between this government and this. Now you done broke the peace treaty, and they're like, "Hey man, you ain't supposed to know about us." But fuck, they've been feeding us secretively. So now we're finna come up here and just attack y'all and eat y'all when we want to. So sometimes it's good to leave shit alone until you got your shit ready to defend what you find out. Because right now, once again, if something was to jump off, we're too individually spread out and we'll be easy pickings. We'll be easy to pick off. But if we were at concentrated at one spot and we had our weapons and we could bunker down, it would be harder to pick off. It would be harder to pick off. So we need to come together. And I've given you this idea before. The casino is the bank. Build our own military compound. Whatever our land is. I would like to say 100,000 acres. You put a wall up around that bad boy. You put an entry point into it, just like a military base, and you go for it. You do your thing. And it's sovereign land. It is what it is, family. That's the only way that you're gonna. That's the only way that we're truly gonna be able to protect each other and not get picked off, not get kidnapped, not have our fetuses stolen from us, and things like that. And it's just too much that these people are doing to us that we don't have control over, that we've given up control. I'll try to tell people this all the time, and I've been talking this for 10 years, and I know one lady actually tried to do the process, and she said they would not let her keep her placenta. Am I saying that right? The afterbirth. They wouldn't let her keep the afterbirth of her baby. They wanted to do a lotus birth, but here's the key: you got to set that up while you're pregnant, and you want to have a lotus birth, because there are tens and tens of papers, maybe even hundreds of papers that you have to sign. Because how many of you guys realize that from every birth, since these people been having hospitals, you've never kept your placenta or your afterbirth? You never kept any of that stuff. They have it. And then you read of a product, and then what is this made of? This made of afterbirth. How did y'all get afterbirth? So what are they doing with your afterbirth, ladies? They're selling it, and you have to sign something. You have to sign tens of papers to get something that came out of your body and say, hey man, I want to keep this and let this pump into my baby for the next 2 or 3 days. And you have to sign off for something that's rightfully yours, because they're taking it. They're taking it and they're using the cells, family. But we already know all of this. But once again, y'all got to stand up up against the tyranny of this this evil country, man. This evil world. It's one thing to see it. It's one thing to get awoke, to become awoken. Which, like I said, once again, I appreciate. I love that our people are waking up. But if you're not waking up and coming together, don't mean shit. It don't mean shit. So once again, family, it's about unity. You know, it's about unity. Like I said, they'll give somebody that, listen, family. These people know that certain people have been conditioned to not want to fuck with us. Number one, anybody that has struggled themselves out of the mud, the athletes, the 1% of athletes, they don't want to fuck with the regular black man and black woman. Entertainers, they don't want to fuck with the regular black man and black woman. Now they give this other 0.3% of people an opportunity to become millionaires. They don't want to fuck with us. They get their money and they turn their nose up. They too good for us. You forgot where you came from. I don't know too many black people born wealthy, made their own way, became a mogul, and then said, I've never had, hood friends. I've never lived, even though I was in the suburbs, I never seen any other black people. We don't have that many stories. Now, I ain't saying we don't have that story at all, but I'm just saying that's even less than 1%. We don't have generational wealth like that. If you have somebody that was like that, their parents gave them that money, their parents gave them that opportunity, their parent, and then you have black parents right now that say, "I ain't giving no money to my children." That's the stupidest shit on the planet. You have black parents right now that will say to you and put it out there that they're not leaving their children money. Their children are lazy. You made them lazy. My child don't want to get up and do nothing. That's how you raised them. That's your fault. It's not your child's fault. Take care of your child. How many of Michael Jordan boys made it to the NBA? One of the greatest. Y'all called him the greatest, so his DNA should be awesome, right? So it has nothing to do with that. It has something to do with the drive. It has something to do with the individual drive to get you where you want to go in life. This is why I have a problem with all the separatism with you guys, because everybody's story matters. Everybody, the way they was raised, who they was raised by, it matters. And at some point, somebody got that bug in their ass and they said, you know what, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it to this point, to this point, to this point, and I'm gonna do proud and I'm gonna do right by my mama or my daddy or whoever the case may be. Whatever your drive was, even if it was to say, you know what, I'm gonna be better than my mom and daddy. I'm gonna show them that I can do it. Because we got the most negative motherfuckers on the planet. Our family is the most negative motherfuckers on the planet. They'll try to you go to you go to your family with an idea. Oh man, that shit ain't gonna work. That shit ain't gonna never happen, bro. You ain't nobody, dog. Who you think you are? What the fuck? This from my family? So take that drive and use it, but don't forget where you came from, people. Because right now, don't nobody want to see that. Don't nobody want to see the true struggle. Don't they want to hear stories from the convicts. They want to hear stories from the murderers. They want to hear stories from the gangbangers. No disrespect to anybody that's affiliated. I have friends that are affiliated with this shit, and I've been respectful to all this shit. But you guys will see that these guys will get opportunities more so than a hardworking brother that would say, "Hey man, I want our people to come together. I want our people to have opportunities to build and develop on our own terms." But then they'll grab one of us and have us saying the most ignorant shit on the planet, and they'll promote it. They'll make money out of it. They'll license it, and we're so gullible that we'll just be like, okay, and we'll eat it up. And I don't understand it. I don't get it, family. I really don't get it. I mean, it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, we still got some elevating to do. We have a lot of elevating to do. And then I want y'all to understand, man, there's a lot of fake conscious motherfuckers out there, family. There's a lot of fake conscious brothers out there. I don't want to and you guys got to expose them on your own terms and shit like that if that's how you feel, but make sure you come with a receipt. Make sure you don't make sure you don't you know, I got him circled. Y'all see that brother right there? That's a fake brother. That's the dude from Kwanzaa. Y'all see the other one? Y'all love him. Didn't he just his family just get indicted? Him and his mama got indicted because right before he became a Muslim, that Scientology shit that he was in, he got indicted for all of that shit. He's a con artist. He's a hustler. He's a hustler. And y'all still listening to this clown. Y'all can pull up all the shit on this man. Y'all still he's just I don't get it. But y'all gotta look at that. And then the other dude, the Kwanzaa dude, come on, man. Y'all need to go read this story, man. Go just put creator of Kwanzaa, and then when y'all search the creator of Kwanzaa, when y'all go to his shit, get his real name, get his birth name, and then put in there why did he go to jail. Look at his crimes: kidnapping, rape. Come on, family. of black women. And then we're gonna and then hold on, this motherfucker all of a sudden goes to jail once again. See, the process ain't never changed. They just reconstructed the shit and put it on film now. He goes to jail for that. Now, once again, we have proof now that he was given this. He didn't come up with this shit. He didn't come up with Kwanzaa. Come on, man. Somebody that was a predator on the community comes up with Kwanzaa. Come on, family. He not that fucking come. Anyway, he comes up with Kwanzaa. He gets out and he lives. He gets to live the life of luxury because y'all give him y'all give him creative credit for coming up with Kwanzaa. Come on, man. Fuck that dude, man. Fuck that dude. Fuck RZA. Fuck that dude, man. You can't be a con artist. You can't be. This is not a hustle. This work is not a hustle. This work is frustrating as fuck because you see them dudes doing that, and you find out that they're hustling the people, they're taking people's money, they're conning people. They're not the right ones, but they get the following. They get the tickets. They get to go. They get to go. And I'm not saying that I could go right now and travel this country and speak, right? Look at the flyer. And they are part of it. Your rapists, and your con artists. They are part of this. This is what we've been talking about, right? One Africa Power Unity Conference. And they are part of it. Not the brother that's sitting here telling y'all, black economics, we got the power to put our money into a bank. $100 million. I told y'all that my donation page is set up for that shit. $100 million. We do $100 million. I buy the land, I build a casino, we'll hire all of our people. And I promise you, when that casino gets to going and popping, what we're gonna do is because I know everybody's not gonna want to live away from us. Everybody's not gonna want to live on the base, right? So what we do is we just go around and buy back the blocks. How many neighborhoods right now? Those people that hear me, those people that the towns that you're in, how many communities you know that's just abandoned right now that we can go in there and buy it all up? We buy it all up. We create our own real estate shit. We buy it all up. Then we house our people in there. We take care of our people. We feed our people. We look out for each other. See, it ain't about me coming up and getting mine and I'm gone. Cause see, that's how these motherfuckers are. It don't all of them, all these entertainers, all these motherfuckers that's making more than six figures. That's how they are. I got mine. You got the opportunity to do the same thing. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We know what you had to do to get yours, partner. It ain't the same. Because we're talking about integrity now. We're talking about doing this to help other people. We're talking about building something that we can be proud of as a people, as a community. We're talking about stop asking for handouts for the government. We'll do it ourselves. We'll take care of ourselves. We're talking about stop asking other people to for equality and start giving it. You don't want to fuck with us? Cool. Cool, we gone. So y'all scared to do that because anytime y'all ask for something, y'all ask them for it. You don't ask yourself. You never asked yourself, why can't I get the same treatment? And if I don't get the same treatment, I'm gonna treat you the way you treat me. That's equality, family. Equality is not them treating you nicely. Equality is you treating them the same way they treat you. Y'all ain't ready for that. They killing us. We gonna kill you. You attack me. You attack my mama. You attack my sister. You attack my daughter. I'm going to attack you. But it is what it is. Y'all ain't ready for that. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta come together. Y'all gotta start getting military minded and war ready because all this shit y'all talking about doesn't make sense. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't make a motherfucking sense unless we're together as a people, as a unit. We can move together. We can work together. We can provide for each other. We can take care of each other. It's the only way we're going to survive what's to come. Hotel.